What's up YouTube, it's your boy Jedi here. Today we're taking a look at the Marvel Legends Amazing Spider-Man Renew Your Vows, Spider-Man and Spinneret 2-pack. This is my first figure I've got in the new plastic-free packaging. So let's take a look at the box and then crack this bad boy open. First thing on the box, we get the Marvel Legends series logo up top, as we do on all Marvel Legends series items. The Hasbro logo on the bottom, the age and warning in the bottom, Amazing Spider-Man Renew Your Vows, some nice pictures of the figures themselves on the front, some nice artwork of the figures in the back there. On the side we have got nice artwork, pull you back a bit, of Spider-Man and Spinneret. On the back, another picture of the figures inside with the Peter Parker head, the Mary Jane head, and then the hands for both figures as well. On the side, just more pictures of the figures. Oh, nice little Spidey on the bottom. And then of course, Spider-Man 60 Amazing Years. Shit. You know, all in all, obviously it's new to have figures that I can't actually see right now. But it is what it is. I don't mind it. The box looks nice. I do miss the window to look in, but I'm an opener, so it doesn't really matter. Let's crack these bad boys open. For anyone that hasn't got a plastic-free figure from Hasbro yet, I'll take a look at the insert on the inside so you can see exactly how you're going to get it. So crack this open and we'll be back. So here we have them out of the box, and this looks like some sort of torture device. Looks like Peter's accessories, MJ's accessories, Peter and MJ. Let's see. Oh. Put this open. Straight out. Alright, so it's Peter. Okay. And then we have got Spinneret. I've done these here. Right, let's cut, have a look at the accessories. We'll start with Spinneret first, and then we'll jump over to Spider-Man. Let's take a close-up look at Spinneret, but first we'll look at her accessories. We've got her amassed Mary Jane head, which is a really nice looking sculpt. The paint on the eyes, well, decals on the eyes are clean. Eyebrows, lips, the hair's nicely sculpted. Very weird shape in there, but nothing to fault it. The hair's sculpted nicely. Would have been nice to see a little bit of paint variation there, but what do you expect at this point? We get a pair of wall crawling hands, and then we get the fist and matching web flipping hands to the one that comes on the figure out of the box. I'm not keeping this figure, it is already sold, but looking at it, it's not bad straight out of the box. The head is really nice. The tied up hair sculpt is really solid. Again, would have loved to see a little bit of paint variation in here. The decals on the face mask and the grin is really good. The decal on the spider on this came out pretty clean, no issues there. The line work all throughout the red, really nice little bits where it don't connect, but that's fine. All the way through though, really nice. Don't know what this peg hole's for, but maybe it is for a future figure that needs a cape. And then of course, peg hole on the back as well. Again, the big red spider is really nice. It's female sculpt with the pinless elbows and knees. See, all the way through. The webbing is good. The cuffs on her trousers are nicely done, the little slit in there. Again, application on these have come out relatively clean. Not something I can really fault them for. articulation wise. Head goes back quite a bit, down quite a bit, and also you get side to side and a little bit of rocker. That is such a strange, it's just a standard ball joint, I think, in there. Yeah, just standard ball joint, just a very nice range of motion there. Ball jointed shoulders, 460 up and down, bicep swivel, double. Oh no. There we go. Double jointed elbows. Really nice. Wrists are on hinges. Really nicely done. Same on the other side, obviously. Diaphragm joint. Nice range of motion. Goes far. Oh. Goes back. This far. Goes forward. A little bit. Side to side. Rock. Side to side as well. Hasbro, come the fuck on, man. No waist swivel. Nothing there at all. No drop down hips. Okay. Just standard ball joint. Just can't fully do the splits. Go out about this far. Kicks up a really decent amount though. Kicks back. Not as well. Thigh swivel. Double jointed knees. And then it looks like no ankle rotation, just up, down, and a pivot. Yeah, no rotation here at all. See, you start off solid, Hasbro, and then no waist articulation on a woman figure again. Look, even on this, you've at least got a hinge there. Like, come on, at least add something, just a little something to help spice up the posing. Wrist, let's see them pop really nicely. The hands pop in with ease. The white on this is actually super clean. I'm surprised about how clean the whites are. Yeah, on the spot, can I bang a decent pose with her? Nope. That'll do for now though. The whites are really nice and clean. The red is crisp. There's a little bits on the side here where you can see, like, you know, the decal doesn't join up, but it's not as noticeable once you mess around with her. She's good. She looks solid. She's not exactly a main want for many people. This Mary Jane head is great though. Really good Mary Jane head. Can't fault that one bit. Out of 10, I'd probably rate this Spinneret. I'd say she's a solid 7, like figure wise. She's nice. It's nice to see the double jointed elbows and the pinless joints on this figure. The head is really nice. The hands, you get 3 sets of hands. They're all right. The masthead is easily the nicest part about this whole set. The neck seems a little bit long though when like the short head one's on. Like, it's a big old fucking neck on this bitch. But a 7, she's solid, nothing too special, you know. You get 3 sets of hands and an alternative head. It would be nice to have some like web accessories, but that's absolutely fine, I guess. Give me a second, we'll move on to the Spider-Man. Hopefully, I pray to God, he's a bit better. And here we have the main man himself, Spider-Man. Let's face it, the main reason everyone brought this was because of the toe articulation. We'll get to that in a minute though. First off, we'll have a look at his accessories that he came with. He's got his 2 fisted hands on. I'll swap those over real quick. He comes with his unmasked Peter Parker head, which again, is a really nice head. The shading's in there, the decals are nice, the hair is solid. Can't really argue with it. He's got his 2 fisted hands. He comes with 2 whipping hands. Then, of course, Spidey's wall crawly hands, which I think are a must for every figure that Hasbro should. Nope. They're a must for every Spider-Man figure Hasbro release. I think, bare minimum, they should have whipping hands, wall crawling hands, and fist. If they don't, we're getting played. Alright, people, we're getting played. Straight off, this is my first time actually looking at them out the package properly. Tiny mishap here. But, again, that is what it is, right? The white and black on the lenses of his mask are very clean. The back of the head's clean. The front spider logo is clean. The detail and sculpting here is really nice. I think maybe a little bit of a wash on the blue, just to kind of, I don't know, just give it a little bit more definition and depth. Would have been really good. Biggest gripe I have so far, in hand you can't really tell on camera. The red from the arms and the abdomen are different to the actual chest. And the head, the blues are the same, but the reds are slightly different shades. Which again, on camera you can't really see, but in person it's a bit more jarring than I expected. The sculpt work on the arms, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what's happened here, look, that looks... like it's been cut into more than it's meant to have been. The spider on the back goes... oh lord, no it does not. On this side, the butterfly joint continues the spider. On this side, you got this far before the spider cuts off. So that's not great. That's not great. At least the webbing somewhat continues on this side, right? Let's see. Oh yeah, no, it continues on the ab crunch and the upper torso as well, all the way through there. That's something, I guess. Print on the boots is kind of... no, they're good. They're good. Is what it is. Right. Forget this though. I'm get sidetracked. I've showed you all the issues that I've had so far. Tiny dot on the forehead. The red's not matching up on certain parts of the body, and then articulation wise though, we have got the retro style head back slit in the back of the neck. It's not terrible, it's not great. He looks up this far, he looks down that far, he goes side to side, and he goes tilts more this way than he does. Oh, there we go. Tilt side to side too. It's fine. Got ball jointed elbows with butterfly hinges. No, that's another thing. Why can't we get butterfly hinges on the Spinneret or any female figures? Like, give us butterfly hinges on those bodies. It's not impossible to do. I'm pretty sure they've done it with the female Power Ranger figures. Stop taking the piss. Know what I mean? We're being played. Rotate side to side, forwards, backwards this much. But with this bottom ab crunch, you can go all the way, matrix it. Getting forward that much with the ab crunch, all the way over. Again, it's nice to be able to do that. Drop down hips, which again, nice. Don't even say about the double jointed elbows. Pinless double jointed elbows. Bicep swivel. Wrist is on a peg, goes up and down, spin all around. Legs on ball joints with the drop down hips, bicep, fuck's sake, thigh swivel, double jointed knees, swivel at the thigh, boots go up and down, got ankle pivot, and of course that toe hinge that everyone wants, so they can finally post Spider-Man properly when he's on all fours and not on his tiptoes like a ballerina. Ugh. We're happy. Okay, this figure, he's falling. He's not great. He's not terrible. I'm glad I sold my ultimate Spider-Man figure for him. Give me a minute. I'll get him in a quick crawling pose or something, and I'll talk about him. Okay, this Spidey, you know, he's not great. No, he's pretty good. He's nice. Posability is there, definitely. It's gonna take some getting used to. You know, trying to figure out the toe articulation properly. And all the other little bits. Detail, it's there. It's good enough for what you need for Spider-Man. You can tell it's Spider-Man when you look at it on the shelf. I'm a little bit annoyed about, you know, obviously the paint apps here. Well, the decal here, not really adding up all that much. It's definitely better than the Spinneret from the set. Again, though, she's not a terrible figure. She is a little bit taller than Spidey here, though, when he's all crouched up. Like, by no means is she a terrible figure. But I think Spidey is definitely the value of this pack. Yeah, I'll give him like a 8.5 out of 10. Spinneret a 7, Spidey an 8.5. I think that's fair. The £55 price point for him, it's not great, but it will do. Like, I'd rather be paying that than the 80 odd quid people are paying for the Null and Venom 2-pack. Because I honestly think that 2-pack is overrated. Only issue I have with these is I wish the exclusive reveal review we got of them actually tackled an actual review instead of just pictures that the guy took. Again, no shade at him, because obviously he did what he did his job. He did it how he wanted to. It was different. Fair play to him. I just kind of wish that we got a rundown of all these little bits properly in the review before getting it in hand. Not from his pictures, would not have guessed that Spinneret had a giraffe neck going for her, because it's all about angles and lighting, you know what I mean? Would I recommend it? Yeah, I'd recommend it. I'm a Spider-Man fan. You know, I try not to, oh, it's all great. But I would highly recommend this set if you're a Spider-Man fan, if you need a Spidey. It's better than paying out your ass for the retro. If you don't want Spinneret, someone will probably buy it from you. Let's move the camera up again. Alright, I'll grab a couple figures for height comparisons for these guys, and then we'll end this review. We'll start with the height review comparisons for Spidey. First up, we will grab Daredevil by Spidey. You know, next is Daredevil. I think he's a little bit taller. I mean, they work for Spidey and Daredevil. Can't wait to get some nice pictures with these two, to be fair. And quickly we'll chuck up Spinneret so you can see that she scales fairly well with him. Nothing too crazy. Let's get Daredevil out here, and we'll move on to some villains. First up, we will go with Electro and his best friend Shocker. So make sure Spidey stood the straightest he can be to give you guys a fair look at the height comparison. He's about the same height as Shocker, a little bit taller, smaller than Electro, mainly because of this big ass helmet he wears. Next up, we'll go for some suited boys, because those are my main villains that I use against Spidey in pictures. We've got Hammerhead, who, you know, he's meant to be quite big compared to Spidey, a little bit more intimidating side, and I'd say he isn't massive, but he's big enough to work there. And then of course we got the main Don himself, Fisk, who obviously just towers over Spider-Man. Let's chuck Spinneret in there. As you can see, she scales nice with them too. Last one I'm going to bring in, I might leave Fisk in here because it is one last big boy. And we've got Rhino, which you may have seen in my last review. I'm sorry to all the people I upset by saying that it's not a great figure. It's good. Get over it. No, Spidey scales really nicely next to Kingpin and Rhino. And Spinneret, as always, as you see next to Kingpin, she is scaling nicely next to Rhino too. If you want to pose a fighting Rhino or Kingpin, carry on. Do you know what? I think that's everything for this video. It's too damn hot. I'm too damn tired. And Spider-Man won't bloody stand. So the Renew Vows, Spider-Man and Spinneret pack. Would I recommend it? Yeah, sure. Out of 10, 8.5 and 7. You do the math. I'd recommend it. I think if you want Spinneret, or at least a good Mary Jane Watson head for a custom or something, go for it. I don't know if this is the same Mary Jane head that we've had before. I'm not entirely sure. Same with the Peter head. The Peter head looks really nice. And I can't quite tell if we've had this one before, if this is a slightly updated version of it. Yeah, I'd recommend them. They're really nice figures. I'm really glad I brought them. The Spinneret is going to my friend. Hopefully today, if I can make it to the post office in time. With that being said, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Drop a like, subscribe if you have to. I ain't gonna tell you what to do. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.